The Burrowes School of Art is committed to the development of professional artists. Over the years, we have stuck to our mission of providing the environment for students to mature into professional artists. The knowledge and skills gained at Burrowes School of Art has enabled students current and past to advance their personal and professional lives. This year, we have examined 11 full-time students, which afforded them the opportunity to graduate and come to this juncture in their academic life. On display are works of art varying from ceramics to painting, jewelry design to textile design, and leather art. Students have worked assiduously over the years to produce quality artwork, and for that we congratulate them. Congratulations and best wishes.
My name is Bevan Allicock. I'm a native Guyanese. I was born 26th of February 2001. I initially started drawing at a tender age with the encouragement from and inspiration from my parents, my mom and dad, who were both talented artists themselves. I attended a secondary school where I did visual art at CXC. So after successfully completing my secondary education, I pursued my lifelong dream of becoming a professional artist. In attendance at the Burrowes School of Art, I pursue a certificate in fine arts, majoring in painting and minoring in lettercraft. Attending the art school has not been an easy journey. It's been a lot of ups and downs, but my commitment and work ethic had allowed me to improve consistently, and I'm now confident in completing the art school successfully and hope I might continue my lifelong dream of becoming this professional artist I always wanted to be. I was an indigenous painter and letter artist. I received most of my inspiration from viewing famous indigenous works of art on exhibit and having a one-to-one interaction with the artists themselves. Viewing their works and interacting with them helped me understand and appreciate the meaning associated with the indigenous designs, the symbols, and their cultural beliefs, of which I incorporate in my work and adding a contemporary touch to it. Combining the traditional art with my contemporary art using a subject matter such as the human figure, endangered animals. One that I use mostly is the harpy eagle, being symbolic to my cultural belief as it being a spirit animal. It also helps me to convey the message of the link between me as an indigenous heritage and Mother Nature. My major task titling, belief, is diptych painting done using acrylic, leather, and wood shaving. The subject matters used are a harpy, one of Guyana's endangered birds, the harpy chick, and a human figure representing me as an individual. The two pieces are connected by a leather wrapping and leather sculpture in the center of the painting. The harpy eagle at the top right of the painting represents the spiritual side of the entire piece. The harpy eagle representing my ancestors, which the courage and strength and the independence is shown by the talent of the harpy eagle. As you come down to the bottom of the painting, you see a harpy chick there, which represents me fully as an individual. Like, still have to be nurtured to grow in a world. You still depend on Mother Nature to have a life. And the figure there is placed in the position in the indigenous culture, like this the position that we sit in to listen to stories from the elders. So yeah, the also shows like
Name of the artist: Lakeisha Chapman. Artist statement: my artwork is a reflection of me as a person. It describes how I feel and think as an individual. However I choose to express myself will be the result of how it turns out at the end. I find that I don't fit in quite well with society, and I don't fight to. Each of my artwork is a piece of me. Together they tell my deepest, darkest thoughts, even when I'm not trying to. My paintings help me to communicate in ways that I can with normal conversation. When I create a painting, I am bold and free. In lettercraft, I create objects that are unique, one of a kind. And surrealism plays a major role in what I do as an artist. These art movements embrace the weirdness of the mind, which I can relate to in my own way. Art is my therapy. It keeps me going and it allows me to be free. My experience at Burrowes was quite a ride. Sometimes it was smooth and fun, and at other times it was pretty rough. But I pushed through it and made it out. Now I have a different view on the world, and I've come to some extent of embracing me for who I am. I've made friends and lost a few. Most importantly, I learned that art isn't just about creating images or objects. It's about loving what you're doing, having an idea behind it, researching, and the willingness to learn from your mistakes, so that when you're done creating, you and others can learn to appreciate what you have created, because it comes from the heart.
My name is Latiana Williams, a final year student at the Burrowes School of Art under the Institute of Creative Arts. Despite an introduction to a number of art disciplines during my study, As a young artist coming up, my intrigue led me down a path of majoring in both the textiles and jewelry aspects, due to the intricacy and technicality of some of the techniques. The artwork revolves around myself as the artist and reflects the many feelings and emotions from within, unfolding the different parts of myself. The creativity and originality of the varying art pieces in relation to its conceptual ideas are based on inner feelings and emotions as well as experiences. I basically intend for my art to be a method of true self-expression that evokes various feelings and moods from the viewers. My major task is a three-panel piece based on self-expression and struggles from my experience. Its purpose is that of introspection, serving to portray a story of a journey of self, noting that the use for the triptych format is to show a storyline of 3 stages. As a mixed media piece, a variety of artistic techniques were used to bring my concept to life. This piece was set up in a distinctly peculiar form of a butterfly's outline to signify truly becoming and finding yourself as well as being free to live. The two wings differ a bit in outline and design so as to represent two different perspectives, a confused one versus a rather clear one. With the storyline, the first wing's waviness represents the unstable confusion and helplessness as a lost individual, while the second wing, with a more straightforward form and structure, symbolizes the realization of a stable path, which represents self-acceptance and coming to terms with who you are. The middle panel is a self-reflective perspective, with a mirror used to signify looking for and into oneself among all that is going on around you. The general concept of this major task is a self-journey as well as self-discovery.
Hello, I am Owen Scipio, 21-year-old diploma student, majoring in painting and minoring in jewelry art. From the Burrowes School of Art. I come from a small village called Ruperti in the North Rupununi Region 9, Guyana. My father, a self-taught sculptor, was my primary influence to pursue my studies in the arts. I started sketching from my early childhood, and nature was my major inspiration. My talent and thirst for art developed over the years, and it earned me a scholarship to attend the Burrowes School of Art to develop my skills further. Over the past 4 years, I've grown as an art student because of my exposure to a wide variety of theoretical and practical content of fine art. I've enjoyed this 4 years journey despite of its challenges, and I'm looking forward to continued growth, exploration, and developing my artistic skills and interests. My art helps me to share my life story and make sense of the world around me. I express my thought in painting, drawing, jewelry, leather, sculpture, whatever I can get my hands onto. But nature has always been my primary source of reference, and it's clear in the subject and themes of my work. Human figure has always been my major subject. Realism and expressionism have influenced me greatly, and my preference painting medium is acrylics and oil. The theme of my work exhibition is Faith Through Art. Some of my sources of inspiration include local and international artists and artisans. After you view my collection, I hope you would develop greater art appreciation and you would be inspired and motivated to pursue your dreams. Based on my major tasks, I work with the title of Worship of Faith, which is part of my title thesis, A Faith Through Art piece, referring to my experiences seeing in a painting. My intention with this finished painting is to bring out the inner self-expression, experiences, and with a deep connection towards my spiritual belief on faith during this pandemic, COVID-19. I know everyone gets discouraged from time to time when things happen without understanding why, and most of us lose our hopes, faith in what we are doing when there is much need to be needed. Sometimes we all feel like our hope, faith system has reached to an end on all the effort we put towards our goal, and it doesn't seem to come true at all. So this message towards the worship of faith is relying on the purpose of that. And thank you so much for your support, guys. God bless you.